so I know sweet FA about hill climbing, but I wanted to see what the hype was all about and give it a go for myself. For my first ever hill climbing event, I was going to do the ZigZag climb down in Dorset. Now, the good guys are doing this in about 5.5 minutes, which is blistering. Sadly, I am going to get nowhere near that. The course is 2.4 miles, 121 meters of elevation, and I absolutely did not expect to hit 60k an hour during a hill climb race. So let's get stuck in. Good morning. We are at the ZigZag Hill Climb. This is my first ever hill climb race. I do not know what I am doing. Should be about 6 minutes of absolute pain and suffering. Guys, welcome back to the What Life. Let's roll. Push! There's one thing I need to do now. It's probably go and figure out how the hell a hill climb works. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I don't know where you start, you know, I know where I can go and get my bib, and that's about it. So I need go and find someone to give me the lowdown. This will be my first ever hill climb race. Let's not call it a race. My first ever hill climb. 51. So we're down near Shaftesbury. Had to wake up at 5 a.m, jump in the car, 5:20, here for 7:30. That's when registration opens. And we're doing, the ZigZag Hill Climb. Like I said, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I just had a quick chat with some of the guys and they filled me in, which is basically, I get given a start time, which I have, which is 9:21. I don't know how many people do it. It's a time trial. Rider goes off every minute. I know that I might be explaining this to a lot of people that already know, but I don't. Rider goes off every minute. Get down there 10 minutes beforehand. Do your effort. You can leave a jacket down the bottom. Apparently they'll bring that back up to HQ. Other than that, it's on an open road, so make sure we stay on the right side, the correct side of the road. You need a front and a rear light and a bike and a helmet. Other than that, you're good to go. So, am I looking forward to this? I am not. I mean, it's a lovely day. It's cold, but it's lovely. But I'm not sure if 6-minute hill climb efforts is my bag. At 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday, after a 2-hour drive. We're here now, we're doing it. And some people take this more seriously than others. Some proper lightweight bikes here. Right, we're figuring this out as we go, and it's not unsurprisingly, it's not too hard to work out. It's 8:10 now. My start time is 9:21. Do not miss your start time, is what the guy said. Start is obviously down the hill, and the plan is, I imagine, sort my stuff out, get down there maybe 30 minutes before, 20 minutes to warm up, get back down to the start line for 10 minutes before my start time, just so that I'm all good, I'm all golden, I know what I'm doing, and then off we go. What more could you want? Let me grab you some stats for the climb. Right, it's all uploaded. The guys who have organised this done a great job. We've got the Strava segment up on Strava, obviously. ZigZag Hill Climb, 3.89k, 2.32 miles, 121 meters of climbing, all-time leaderboard. And this is the first year they've run this as a competition, so there is a chance that the people that have done this so far, although I'm looking at the list, they're very good riders, but there is obviously a chance that people are doing this as a hill climb, so there's a chance it's going to get beaten. But we got Mr. Tom Springbeck, obviously Foran rider. He's 6:25, which is an average speed of 21.7 miles an hour. Mr. Luke Barefoot, he's third on the list at 6:33. So for me, if I can get anything near 7, I will be super happy. Look who we've
You'll
got.
be here, 7. Hello, mate. Good morning. You nervous? Excited?
Mate, your Insta360's seen better days.
Yeah, I got run over at Goodwood. I left it behind the van and drove over it.
So this is the same bike you
it's
do
my
everything
everyday.
on.
It's my
This is
everything.
your TT bike, this is your road racing bike and your hill climbing bike.
It is. The only thing I change for TTs and that is the wheels. These are sort of the fast wheels.
Yeah.
With TT tyres on. So I'm hoping there's not a lot of cracks. They're pretty thin. So yeah, it's my everything bike. I say when I did that GCN, I only have a one bike do it all thing.
Yeah.
So
and I guess you just change bike computers. That's your hill climbing bike.
No, I use that for everything.
Oh, really?
Unless if I'm out on my own training, I use a hammerhead because it's better for my diabetes. But for racing and TTs, yeah, the Garmin, I think it's the 130. But yeah, a bit of a bodge job sticking my camera on the front.
6.5 minutes. What kind of watts are you going to try and hold?
If I do 6.5, my plan is 430 watts, which
what do you weigh?
the thought of it,
78. Yeah,
like 78. I know because I know what my 10-minute and 5-minute power is. I've sort of guessed it 430, but since my race season has finished a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure we've all been a bit more relaxed, racing, training, all that sort of thing. But
I'm going to try and hold 360 to 380, and I'm giving myself that 20-watt range because.
Yeah, but the thing is about this hill, the hardest watts are going to be in the zigzag part of the hill, and you come out into the open, and luckily today for all of us, there is an absolutely amazing tailwind. If there was a headwind, it's going to be a whole different story. You wouldn't break 7 minutes, no matter how strong, fast you are. But this wind today,
the bottom bit's quite flat, right? And then...
yeah, you sort of go down into a bit of a hill into the zigzag, so that's going to be really fast. And the first corner is actually quite a long left, so you can carry all your speed going into the zigzags.
Do I get out the saddle doing a hill climb? Do I save that for the top, or do you still?
No, I wouldn't say there's hardly anywhere here you're going to need to stand up. There's nothing steep enough. There's one turn, one of the zigzags is quite tight. That might be the only one you jump out and put a bit of a sprint in. But once you get out into the open in the trees, out the trees, it's.
And do you do it on your drops, or do you do it on the hoods?
I'll be doing it like a TT, most of it. Once I'm out in the woods, I'll be like that. At the top, I'll do a sprint on the bottoms, but most of the ride, I'll just be on the.
Right,
on the
Brett, if you do it, mate, I'm doing it. What you do, I do. Let's go for a warm up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see you in a minute.
How long is it going to take you to get ready?
10 minutes.
Are you going to put your bib number on as well?
Yeah.
Do you want me to pin yours on? You can pin mine on.
I'll pin you on, but I've got a hole. All right, see you in a minute. Come back.
Right, I found some Brett. I'll tag his channel down below. He's going to take me out for a warm up. I've got someone to show me what to do, which is key. I'm more excited about this now because it's only 7 minutes. 7 really hard minutes. Right, let's get ready. We have a brand new bike for today, which is the SLC5. I haven't actually ridden this very much other than with my trainers around Dorney Lake. I fucking hope it works. A little bit of brake rub at the front, not a problem. Just more watts. More watts is the answer to everything today. I got told to go without a thermal because we're going to be cooking. No phone, let's leave that here. New bike, so we've got to add heart rate, power meter to the bike computer. And the only thing I've done today in aid of this being a hill climb is I'm using a smaller bike computer. Everything else is just normal bike stuff. This is me telling you, don't try and connect a power meter once you're at a hill climbing event, because everyone's power meter comes up on your sensor. So I'm gonna have to cycle away just so that my sensor doesn't pick up, my computer doesn't pick up 13 other power meters. Or I can just add them all and just take someone else's power. 7.5 minutes of agony. Brett's trying to tell me it's going to be fun. I'm yet to believe him. Oh, hill climbs. 90% warm up, 10% race. Brett's tearing my legs off before the start. 5 minutes past, 15 minutes. It's warm. I think it's yeah, we did a good little hill to climb. Brett's got good watts. He tore my legs off doing the Isle of Wight. He was the reason I got dropped from the group, because he went up the hill, or he took the whole group up the hill way too fast. End of lap 1, and I did not survive. Anyway, we're off to the start, I think. Right, we're off down to the start line. Brett keeps telling me that it's a tailwind and it's going to make it so much easier, which I do believe, but easy is relative when it comes to an all-out 7.5 minute effort. I'll be lucky if I do 7.5, but that is what we're going to aim for. Might as well have an arbitrary goal. This bike is lovely. That is confirmed. And because we're doing a hill climb, we weighed this in at 7.4. Whack some lights on it, a couple of cameras, 7.6 maybe. I don't think I'm doing this right. Look good, race good. You're expecting it to be worse?
Yeah.
That's comforting, that is comforting.
Well, not really, because it came very fast.
20 seconds.
What did you do from the start line? Did you go hard or did you kind of pace it?
Well, I failed to clip in
Oh.
a couple of times, so I paced it through an immense lack of skill.
It's quite stressful. If you miss your start, you miss your start. So this guy's got second. Rolling start, brilliant, loved it. I've got 6 minutes, I think, if my watch is correct. I've said this before, but 1 minute between each rider. 48, 49, there should be a 50, and I'm 51, so 3 minutes. And my only tip is I've just learned how to use the lap button on my GPS, which makes me an official time trialer, I think. Right, time to let the legs do the talking. I'm so nervous for this. I don't know why. You should nervous every time, but because this is like a solo thing, I think I'm more nervous. So if this hill climb was shorter, I'd probably talk you through the entire thing. But as I said, it's going to take 7.5, maybe 8 minutes. I know what it actually takes. I'm not going to tell you, you have to find out. But I'll talk you through some of it. First ever time doing a hill climb, but obviously I've been up a hill before. Not that you'd kind of be able to realise that, considering how badly this went. And for a few reasons. Let me dial you in. You can see on the top we've got a little bit of an elevation chart there, flat lead in super fast, and then it starts going uphill. The steeper bits are the zigzag, and then it kind of flattens out up top. I hit 60k an hour. Once we start leveling out at the top. This is undoubtedly the best bit of the climb, the zigzag. Coming through here was sick. A couple of supporters by the side, people that had done their runs coming back down and stopping and cheering on. Loved it. That was my first experience of kind of doing something like this, where there are supporters that actually cheer you on. Awesome, absolutely here for it. You can see me just trying to click through gears. Recently built this bike up completely forgot to charge my front derailleur. So I get onto the hill and I'm like, do you know what? Let's check out and see whether this thing actually shifts down to the small ring. It didn't. Long and short of it is, so I basically end up probably overgearing this a little bit on my way through the zigzag, and that might have had a bit of an effect once we get out to the top and I try and get the watts back down. Anyway, that's me. Not good at this, just too much to think about, didn't really dial it in, but it was still awesome to do it. And because the climb itself wasn't like super steep, you could do it in the front ring. Well, I had no choice. I probably should have gone harder up the zigzag. So I'm not the aficionado on anything when it comes to cycling, especially hill climbs, and this is my first ever hill climb race, but in retrospect, that zigzag section, out the saddle on the corners, I should have been hammering it so much harder. But I can say that now because it's, I'm basically just sat on my bed recording an audio for it, so it's way easier just to say that I should have gone harder than when I was actually on the bike doing the thing. Once you get to the top, we had that massive tailwind. It was like 25 miles an hour. It was big. So you just flew past here. And then when I come back down after the event, you'll see some of the guys who do this in literally like 5.5 minutes, like so super fast. You'll see them flying down here as I record them coming back. I just realized that that is the finish line, although I didn't realize it at the time. I'll be honest, first ever hill climb, wasn't 100% sure that this was the finish, so we carried on a little bit. Just over 8 minutes, I think. Didn't stop on the finish line. That tailwind was beautiful though, that made a lot of difference. Right, I'll give you the stats when I get down because it's very windy up here. I wonder if I look like that. Maybe not. Right, I clearly have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to hill climbing. I was like 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Apparently you just need to go as hard as you can and just don't stop going hard. I didn't get the memo. Anyway, doesn't matter. Not good. Fun, not good. The guy that won it, 5:37. 5:37. He could have gone up and down. 5:37 holding 450 watts. I mean, I was definitely never going to get anywhere near that, but 450 watts. I'm presuming he's not a massive person. Oh, that's good going. That was fun though. Right, that was a 2-hour journey. That's why it took me 8 minutes, because get my money's worth. A little bit of extra time on the hill. Is that it now? We just go home. An 8-minute ride and off we go back. All right, 2 hours it took me to get here. Big shout out to Brett. Brett weighed his bike. His bike came in at, I can't remember what he said, like 7.5, something like that. He did 6, like 6.10 or something like that, 6.20 something. So people are really good at going up hills. Today the course was flat leading, didn't last too long. The zigzag bit, which was the steep bit, which I think is where you're meant to just go absolutely hell for leather. And I have learned this in my very, very brief hill climbing career. It's an art form. I think you kind of got to know when to put the power has to be down the whole. I can only imagine what the guy that won it was doing up that zigzag to average 450 watts. Like, he must have been absolutely hammering the watts on the zigzag section, because I hit 60k an hour. On the top it flattens out, a little downhill, long tailwind. I hit 60k an hour. They must have been absolutely flying. I'm out my depth here. I'm out my depth most times, but I'm definitely out my depth in hill climbing. Bike was nice though. Bloody hell, that bike was at least I put it together right. Right, well, thanks to everyone that came and said hi. It was good fun. If I can find some more that are closer to me, I will 100% do more, because they are a nice thing to do as long as it's not hammering with rain. yeah, this time of year. But it took me too long. It took me a while to get here. Too long to get here. So I'm not sure I'd do another 2-hour drive for a 8-minute ride. But there was a warm up. It's 90% warm up, 10% racing. That's hill climbing. I wonder when the hill climb champs are. Maybe if I give myself a couple of weeks of training, I could really give that a crack. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining in. Please do like, subscribe. See you on another one soon.